Tell them how you feel. Only just make sure after it's all over that it's brought you closer together, not further apart.
Who are you, Mr. Spock?
I think you mean Dr. Spock, Sophia.
They're both real smart and they've got big ears, so don't get technical, okay?
I am speaking from experience.
So I followed them all through the store and I wrote down everything they bought.
Why?
For evidence, silly.
Rose, they steal jewels, not Gino's pizza rolls.
Ladies, listen to me now. I know it seems like we're all in this together, but those people are dangerous. Please, leave the police work to us.
How dare you? What kind of a woman do you think I am?
Come on, relax.
Relax. Don't you tell me to relax. I am not accustomed to being manhandled.
I thought you'd be flattered.
Well, I'm not. Pardon my strong language, but you, sir, are no gentleman.
I'm sorry.
Of course I'm right. You think I got this old by being stupid?
You know, you're the greatest mother in the world.
Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, Rose, we've been waiting for you. Rose. Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted. You're not going to believe it. I just met my father, my natural father.
He's alive?
He's in Miami?
He's an earthling? Something blue?
Oh, this is blue. Oh, thank you.
These earrings are old. They were my grandmother's.
Thank you.
Here, I borrowed these knee-high surgical stockings on the bus.
Ma. Here, Lorraine.
Oh, thank you.
That's everything but the new.
Started feeling those awful stirrings and urgings. I was like a spring blooming peach bud just ripened to dewy fruition, waiting to be plucked by the first handsome man to come my way.
You were looking for some nookie.
Exactly.
None of the kids are interested in learning how to diagram sentences. I really don't get it. I mean, am I the only one who thinks diagramming sentences is fun?
You talk like this on dates, don't you?
Dorothy, you're a substitute. Your job isn't actually to teach.
Then what is it?
But to keep...
Oh, I don't believe this. Hey, Dick Tracy,
What's your problem now?
I thought I asked you to move this equipment someplace else where it would not be in the way.
I said I'd try. I tried.
Yeah, would you also try to remember to put down the toilet seat after you use it?
Sorry, that was me.
I love you, Dorothy. Just remember that. I love you very, very much.
And I love you, Ma. Very, very much. I couldn't love you more.
And you too, Heckle and Jekyll. Thank you for letting me live.
Decorator. Nancy Reagan's decorator. That'd kill my sister.
She's your sister. How can you hate your sister?
Because she made me and my big sister Charmaine miserable our entire lives.
I never heard of such a thing.
You never heard of anybody hating their sister?
Never.
BBC that led to the pilot?
Tony and I had taken a meeting with another writer on another concept altogether, which we thought was terrific, and they didn't. And they being more in Littlefield.
Well, I'm only thinking of me, too. And if you two can't adjust to my new lifestyle, well, maybe we have a problem here.
No, Rose. You're the one who has a problem.
Are you telling me that I can't live my life the way I want?
Not if it means disrupting everybody else's life, Rose. You're getting impossible to live with.
Is that so? Well, then I guess there's just...
I'm sorry, I only date officers.
Norman, would you like to play with the potato head?
Sure. What do you feel like doing?
I guess I could go out with a schoolboy.
Great.
She loves you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She loves you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She loves you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
nothing.
Big help.
Dorothy, what about you? You're always the sensible one around here, the free modern thinker who keeps up with the times. Now, what do you think?
I cut back. Teeth stains my dentures. Last night I had to soak them in Ajax. They're white again, but my mouth feels like somebody should rinse their socks in it.
You want a glass of milk?
Nah, it upsets my stomach.
Orange juice?
Too acidic.
Is there anything I can get you?
A cup of tea would be nice. What?
Okay, how do I look?
The outfit's nice. Now go put some makeup on.
Come on, I'm wearing makeup.
Make sure you eat by candlelight. Oh, Dorothy, you look lovely. You really do. Lovely isn't good enough. She's got a date with Jeffrey, the Commodore.
He's a Commodore in the Navy?
No.
Honey!
Oh!
Hello, Princess.
Daddy.
Oh,
Oh, honey, so good to see you again. You look wonderful.
I guess you have some pretty big news for us, huh, Kate?
Rose, why don't give them their privacy?
Money. You know, I always thought it was sad. I outlived my whole family. But I never knew it was going to be a punishment.
The hotel business started to slump. Hundreds of people got laid off. I went looking for work.
And that meant a lot to me. I spent a long time searching for someone exactly like Rose Nyland. I never found her. And now I know why. There's no one exactly like Rose Nyland.
Oh, buddy.
Charlie carried the...
A bus?
She took the bus from California.
Yes!
All right, knock it off. That's probably her. Now, you said you'd be nice. And don't mention she's broke.
Oh, Mom, now why would I do that? She's my sister. Besides, I want to hear it.
Judge for yourself. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Well, maybe just a little around the eyes.
News. They're sending me back.
Oh, Mario, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Oh, it's so unfair. I can't believe it. But listen, this doesn't mean that we're going to have to give up. We're going to fight this. There are legal ways to keep you in this country, and tomorrow morning we're going to find out.
Stephanie? Hi, Rose.
Oh, Liz, I didn't know you were home.
Oh, my flight got canceled. Do you realize this is the first time the three of us have been together in 2 weeks? Hey, I have a great idea. Why don't I whip us roomies up a great big fancy dinner?
Oh, sorry, Rose. I've already got plans.
So do I. See you later. Look, Rose, you're...
Not necessarily true, Daddy Lindstrom. For Rose, you see, one of your wedding guests is none other than famed psychic Jean Dixon.
Hello, Miss Dixon.
Please call me Jean. I know you want to.
My heart, run into the kitchen and get help.
Who am I? Lassie necked you loaded me into a burning barn. I'm coming. Stanley, my favorite ex-son-in-law. How was the trip to the attorney?
We've got to talk. What's wrong with Dorothy?
She's faking a heart attack. Actually, he's just legally blind. It's Mr. Pagnoli. He's good looking, he's a lot of laughs, and he can't see his own hand in front of his face. He's happy just as long as I brush my teeth.
Sophia, if you needed a ride, we'd be happy to give you a lift.
You want to make me happy? Get rid of the car.
Well, I can't worry about that now.
Well, sure you can, honey. I'll help you. Food, clothing, shelter.
Oh, come on, it's not that serious.
Yes, it could be. Rose, you and I are in the same boat. If we miss a couple of paychecks, we are in big trouble.
Thank God I had the foresight to marry money.
Tramp.
But no tongue. What the hell? Oh, look, my beautiful daughter is home from school. Hello, pussycat. Sam?
It's Stan, Mrs. Petrillo.
Yeah, right. Now find someone who cares.
And up the stairs.
Rose, you're not skipping.
Sorry. The point is, it was shame that kept Aunt Katrina from loving slow Ingmar. And it ruined her life. Oh, don't let that happen to you, Sophia. Let go of the shame. So what if he was different?
Better get you some outfits.
Oh, it's okay. We brought our sweats.
Sweats? Look, ladies, if you're serious about training, you want to get off on the right foot, starting with good workout shoes. Now, these are beautiful and a bargain at $85.
$85? That's a bit exorbitant.
And expensive, too. I don't feel any tingling. When's it going to hit me? Sophia!
What are you doing? I was making a souffle and it got away from me.
Well, I think I'd better be going too.
But it's still so early. I thought we could all have a game of Oogle and Flugel.
I don't believe I've ever heard of that.
Oh, we used to play it back in St. Olaf. It's an adult version of hide and go seek.
Name?
Derek, something. Oh, Dorothy, he's so classy. He's English. You know what that means.
You've completed your Men of Western Europe collection.
You're not going to spoil this for me, Dorothy. He is perfect. He just takes my breath.
What's wrong?
Lucy didn't come home last night. Her bed has not been slept in.
Calm down, Blanche.
I'm going to call the police.
Oh, Blanche, I'm sure she'll be fine. I mean, what's the worst that can happen to a 20-year-old girl in Miami? Oh, my God.
Good morning.
Lucy? Oh, for heaven's sake. Well, then to hell with you and your oversexed boyfriend, Dorothy Zbornak. I'm just glad that little Mei Ling's coming out party was ruined.
Who?
And I'm glad that Elliot is bonging every woman at your country club.
Why should you be president?
Well, because I saw Elvis and Harem scare him over 50 times.
So did I.
I have every album he ever recorded.
So have I, and every single.
I slept with him in a Motel 6 outside Chattanooga.
Congratulations, Darcy. You know what this means?
White wine with dinner?
Do I look like I'm laughing? Here, read this note.
If Kevin Kelly doesn't play in Saturday's game, Dorothy Z sleeps with the fishes.
Dorothy, please, give the kid a D.
Oh, come on, Ma. It's just a prank.
Oh, Dorothy, I don't think you...
Everybody, this is Glenn. Glenn, I'd like you to meet...
No, don't tell me. Rose, Blanche, and Mrs. Petrillo. These are for you.
Which one's a slut?
Rose, it is not here.
Look again, it has to be.
Rose, I have read every want ad in the paper. Mine is not here. Are you sure you dropped it off at the newspaper office?
Dorothy, you...
Maybe you're right. Somebody younger and as pretty.
Yeah, I think tonight may be the night I finally learned my lesson. No more dates for a long time.
You mean that?
I do.
Well, all right, then. I'm with you. No more dates. Here's looking at you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
I studied all day and all night. And whenever I felt like giving up, I would just think about what kind of man you really are. And I'd study even harder. In fact, you made me so mad, I decided to get an A on this test come hell or high water. And I think I did. I, sir, am a lady. Maybe not the smartest lady in the world. But I do know that my self-respect is more... Woe is me. Woe is me.
Problem, Blanche?
Yes. It's my hair. It has split ends. It's dull and listless. It makes my face look...
It's age?
Oh, they broke up. But the Sonia von Kugel Tuba Band is free.
Hi, I'm Jake Smolitz from VIP Catering.
Hello, I'm Rose Nyland from St. Olaf, Minnesota. These are my friends. This is Dorothy, and this is...
Blanche. Blanche Devereaux.
Always the same thing with you, Blanche. Sex, sex, sex. I am tired of hearing it.
Maybe that's because you're not getting any, Dorothy.
Do you want the pot again, Rose?
Well, it just so happens.
4 nights in a row, and I still can't sleep. Please, I haven't had a decent night's sleep since I was 70.
You're right, I shouldn't complain. I mean, 4 nights is nothing compared to Elsa Uteruden back in St. Olaf. She stayed awake.
Gorgeous! Let's give us both a big hand!
Girls, I am so sorry.
Oh, so am I.
Richmond Street.
Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, Dorothy, thank God it's you. I broke my glasses at the mall and I can't see a thing. It took me 6 hours to find my way home.
Ma, if you couldn't see, why didn't you call me to come get you?
I tried to, but every time I put in a dime and dialed, a condom popped out.
Fight.
No, I saw it. I was here.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any problem now.
I thought you said this was a cold drink. It's lukewarm.
I told him no ice.
You dumb bajagaloop. What do you think makes it cold?
Your attitude is making me cold, woman, so lighten up and say thank you.
Rose, I came over as soon as I got rid of the guys. Hey, what were you thinking dashing off that way?
I felt awful. That picture was meant for you.
Some water.
What is she gonna do with water? Has water ever made you feel better when you were upset? Have you ever heard anyone say, "Thank God the water's here"? Call me when dinner is ready.
That's how I'd feel.
I remember the first time anybody ever called me a widow. I was terribly lonely and depressed, just missing George something awful. Finally, my best friend, Rebecca Sue Bliss, persuaded me to join her for a night out. Well, we no sooner stepped through the door into the Boots and Saddle Grill than these 2 big, brawny truckers came over and all his personal problems.
Wait a minute. You went to my mother's room in the middle of the night?
Many, many times, 2 or 3 times a week. And she was always so kind and comforting.
I don't understand. Every time I'd knock on her door late at night, she'd say, "Not now, I'm watching Bob Costas."
Sophia.
Oh, great. It figures you couldn't finish the job. I'm gonna go get the toaster.
Sophia, I'm not dead.
Not yet. Would you slow down? I'm an old woman.
Stan, I want no part.
But don't you think it's crazy that Blanche is actually going to marry Jamie?
Why? They practically grew up together. Rose, they've known each other most of their lives, so it's very comfortable. He's like an old friend.
But he's her late husband's brother. I remember back in St. Olaf when Inga Engstrand married her late husband.
Line number 1, avoidance of social activities. Number 2, people who can't hear act forgetful. Ma forgot about these tickets?
Oh, that was just an excuse. Sophia's not really getting forgetful.
Hot coffee coming through. Not off for you. I kissed a fool. I helped a holy man. And I witnessed the betrayal of a loved one. That's a lot of work for a woman who nods off all day on the couch.
Ma, please, please, if somebody has to tell Rose, please let it be me.
I'm sorry, but that won't satisfy the show. I said no, and he ended up with a monkey. Draw your own conclusions.
T-E-R-R-I-F-I-C. Shove a mister in the front and you've got me.
Thanks again, Blanche.
Gerald, wait. We don't like Christina, remember?
Blanche,
Honey, you okay?
Oh, why do these things keep happening to me? And why do I let them keep happening?
But then who wouldn't? He's sensitive, he's caring, and he thinks I'm neater than hard salami.
Did he actually tell you that, Will?
I shouldn't have repeated it. It was said in a moment of panic.
I'm almost sure that I don't have to ask this, but you are aware that toilet water comes in a bottle.
Here. Oh, cat food.
Oh, Rose, have you been feeding those strays again?
I can't help it, Dorothy. I heard them howling and moaning all night. How do you ignore something like that?
I'm getting used to it.
Afraid of the storm. 3 o'clock in the morning, she knocks on my door, crying, begging, pleading to get into bed with me. Just like your father used to do before we got married.
So what did you do?
I told him, you're not getting anything till you put a ring on my finger and a donkey in my father's barn.
Not Pop. I hate her.
Dorothy.
Ma, I just want to give him a call.
Pussycat, you're out of your league. There are some people you just can't help. It's like the good Lord said, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to...
What would Mrs. Claus say?
Not to mention Mrs. Kleckner.
Who was that?
He's a Santa Claus.
You're kidding. I thought it was Fidel Castro. I meant, what was he doing here?
Blanche picked him up at the mall.
Well, I can't help it. There's something about a man in a Santa Claus.
I can't believe I'm sitting here listening to a discussion about Sophia's love life.
Rose, let me fix you up with Willie. He needs to forget me.
No, thank you.
Okay, but you don't know what you're missing. There aren't many guys around who remember where they were when the Archduke Ferdinand was shot.
Boyle.
Good morning, ladies, and welcome to our show. I'm Guy Corbin, and this morning I've arranged something especially for you. Fresh ground coffee and prune Danish. Tiffany, why don't you tell them all about it right now?
Dorothy. Should be admired like a fine work of art.
You need boots to listen to this guy.
I want you to meet my best friend. This is Rose.
Charm.
And the others were good, too. My friends and I all liked it.
See, Dorothy, I knew my ending wouldn't hurt the play.
Oh, no, the show is a big success. In fact, the library's been busier than ever. Now, the kids are really getting excited about reading. Where's Blanche? She should see this review.
Boy, it wasn't easy getting you in here. Stan took your head, Gloria took your legs. I haven't heard such heavy breathing since before you passed out.
Ma, please.
Oh, come on. When I said that to Stan, he laughed so hard he dropped you.
You sound happy about this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That hurt?
No, I'm singing rock and roll. Of course it hurts.
What did you have for dinner?
I didn't have any dinner.
All right. Tell me everything you ate today.
I don't know, a little of this, a little of that.
Wait a minute, she had the spongy cried because her little girl was all grown up. And she remarked that that night would always be the most memorable and important night that the two of us ever shared. You remember, Ma?
Vaguely.
But John never showed up. I've never forgotten it.
For as long as they have left.
Must be one hell of a cup of coffee.
I'm in real trouble here, George. Our marriage is in real trouble.
Excuse me, honey. Hello? Yeah. Describe the pain. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's right. $50 if she stops singing, and I'll throw in another 50 if you slam the piano lid on her fingers.
Ma, after Gloria and I get the patio door boarded up, we really should head for the shelter.
Oh, Dorothy.
What's the matter, kid?
For Burt Lancaster.
I haven't done half the things on this list. I mean, what am I? I am a substitute teacher. I'll never be rich before I'm 21. I'll never be homecoming queen.
You can still be homecoming queen. It'll just be a different kind of home.
But I warn you, I did time in Attica.
Attica's a men's prison.
I know. I was there a year before they found out.
Sorry, Chief. I didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
Oh, Dorothy, that was magnificent.
Also, there was a great deal of trust that grew up between the writers and the actors and myself as a conduit between the two. And if something wasn't working on the stage, and I called up and said, this scene isn't working, you might want to look at it before a run-through, they didn't question, well, let us back.
Hello. Dorothy isn't here. She was arrested on a morals charge this morning. I know, you just never know, do you? Have a nice day.
Pete. Well, then I'm fine, too. I'm fine. Oh, thank you, God. Oh, I wish you could have told me that on the phone. The last couple of hours waiting were the hardest.
I know. But even people who test negative often need more counseling.
Oh, I feel wonderful. I feel great.
Well, evidently, you had all the emotional support.
No.
Oh, Rose. Italian men are just the sexiest, most romantic, most gorgeous men in the world. And of course, they just worship me because I'm blonde and feminine and young with a great body.
What mirror do you use? Afternoon. Sure, I can hold. Blanche, every time I turn around, you have the baby in your arms.
Dorothy, it's just amazing. Every time I pick her up, she stops fussing and goes right back to sleep.
But you shouldn't do that. The baby won't get used to sleeping alone.
Well, you never get used to sleeping alone. I haven't.
With hot flashes, who still lives with her mother, who heckles her. And I want to thank you for finding my life more amusing than I do. Good night. Thank you.
Dorothy, before I go, I need your opinion on something.
Yeah?
What should I give Phil's daughter as a wedding gift? Your grandmother's lace tablecloth or $50 towards getting a neck?
Give her the tablecloth.
You're right. She's got a husband. He doesn't care that she looks like Abe Vigoda. Why should I? I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Sophia, I really appreciate you giving up your room. It's just so much more fun having the family here than at a hotel.
I bet you're pretty excited about the visit.
Oh, yes. And a little nervous.
Nervous?
Why on earth would you be nervous at your daughter and your granddaughter?
My friend Maria.
Could I come in? I felt so safe with you.
Listen, I felt safe with you when you were 3.
And you always used to smell from a Midnight in Paris perfume.
Better than this, huh?
It sure was nice.
It still is.
Let me ask you something. What is your idea of a friend?
Well, a friend is someone who likes you and respects you and is willing to do things for you.
So if I was your friend, you'd be willing to do things for me and respect my wishes?
Of course, I'd have to.
Well, I've asked you to leave me alone and you haven't. I mean...
Mom, it's me.
Oh, Kirsten, I'm so glad you came.
Oh, don't worry, Mom. Everything's gonna be okay.
Kirsten, where are the girls?
Oh, they're too young to come to the hospital.
Not your girls. I am the smartest woman in the whole world.
And I am the pygmy queen.
No, wait a minute. Blanche, what would you say if I got a permit that would let you have as many people stay here as you want?
What? Oh, that's terrific. Rose, This says I'm going to turn right now with some very big name celebrities to be our MC.
Like who?
Well, like,
Great news! We've got Bob Hope for our MC. Nice work, Dorothy. Meeting adjourned.
See you soon again.
I feel hot.
Oh, I feel cold.
I feel guilty. This is all my fault.
Oh, no, Rose. It's all my fault. The minute I found out you were contagious, I should have
Sophia, have you all had a chance to catch up on old times?
Yeah, Angela filled me in on how all my friends and family back home are doing.
How is everybody, Angela?
Dead. Angela and I are the only two left of the original family.
Here, take him. He's wet.
Well, somebody better change him or he'll get a rash on his winky.
We're sorry we had to disturb you, Harry, but he's running a fever of 103.
What do you think it is?
Well, he could be teething. It could be the flu, and...
You trust.
There's our cab.
Oh, girls, don't forget to pick me up one of those hats with ears.
We won't forget, Rose.
Oh, it's not for me. It's for one of the girls in my Sunshine Cadet troop.
Yeah, we know, Rose.
I mean, I'm too old for that silly stuff. But the girls love it.
Right, Rose.
Your woman had a heart attack.
It wasn't massive.
Girls, does this look okay?
Oh, fine. A little overdressed for a quiet evening at home.
Oh, Blanche, didn't you hear Rose has a date?
A date? Yes. I met him briefly at the counseling center, and he asked me out to dinner.
Now, come here, you tramp. How many of my classmates are gone? I mean, look, Frank Bonatardi, tight end on the football team, heart attack, dead.
Well, Dorothy, don't think of it as Frank being dead. Just think of it as God telling Frank to go deep.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you, Liz.
Yes.
Have to run, sorry.
Oh.
Nice meeting you.
Listen, I'll catch up with you two later.
Right?
When? Oh, we have so many running jokes. Well, but what brings you two here?
Oh, no thanks. We were in the neighborhood and we thought we'd, just... Listen, I want you to go slow and pace yourself.
That's what I used to tell your father. The only thing he did faster than eat was make love. And in both cases, before I was finished, he'd pat his stomach and say, I've had enough.
I wish you girls would help me get this house ready.
Priest out of the house. You disgust me. I'm gonna go sit in my tea.
Ma, what are you doing?
I can't believe I have a daughter who's... Dad.
Blanche, your friend Harry wants an answer tonight. What are you going to tell him?
I haven't decided. I guess I'll know when I hear it come out of my mouth.
You'll know when you hear it come out of your mouth. This isn't a belch, Blanche. This is marriage. Will you look at this? She has more colors than Benjamin Moore Payne.
Could be coy. I could drop hints, but I'm past that. Jamie, when George died, I began to feel incomplete. I tried to find what was missing. I tried to find it in another man. Men.
I feel like such a fool.
Oh, me too.
Ask you something. How about you and I go out sometime, huh? Dorothy, I really want to see you again.
I really want to see you again, too.
Great.
But I can't.
Why not?
Because I could get serious about you.
Well, I don't get it.
Al, up until the other night, I thought this whole thing was a game, but...
Well, that's what the fight was about.
My father offered a dowry, and Charlie wouldn't take it.
Oh, maybe that's because he knew eventually those beans had stopped jumping.
Or maybe he just loved me. Beans. I'll have you know it was the...
No, I meant that for $10,000, I might try my hand at lyric writing. I mean, maybe we could, team up.
You mean music by Rose Nyland, lyrics by Dorothy's Bornat?
Well, why not? I mean, we could be the next Rodgers and Hammerstein, the next Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, Stanley, I will marry you, again.
Made me so happy. I feel so lucky.
I'm the lucky one.
Dorothy's Bornat is going to be my wife. I want to shout it from the rooftops. I just want to tell the whole world.
Me too.
But not your mother.
St. Gustav by plane, Dorothy. You have to go by toboggan. Of course, traveling in the summer is really rough on the old hiney.
But it's a great way to rack up lots of frequent tobogganer mileage. Oh, Ma, we can't afford that.
That's the thing. The classifieds are filled with ads from people who couldn't find a hotel room this weekend and want to rent a room any place they can.
I'm not opening my home to boarders. Oh, they usually just turn out to be low-life trash who'll make a mess, and half the time you can't get your money from them.
However, the producers of the show were kind enough to send over the clothes that he was planning to wear here tonight.
Girls, before she announces the winner,
Oh, dear.
Why did you lie to my mother?
I didn't want to lie. We were going to tell the truth as soon as we were sure that Sophia was the one we wanted.
Then it is true. You wanted my mother for sex games. Two fake mothers. And the same thing is happening with Stan. I mean, he's weaning himself from his relationship with me by using a fake monkey for companionship.
Why not use a fake woman?
Oh, well, honey, that's why Stan went to the psychiatrist in the first place.
Where is he now?
Oh, I wish I could tell you. But I really don't know anything about him anymore. When I knew him, he was a professor at a college.
That's hard to believe.
Well, it's one of the few places they have professors.
No, I know that. I meant...
Kurloff, Tampa Bay Bucks, New Year's Eve. We were at the Holiday Inn near the airport.
The complete question is, wore pantyhose in a magazine advertisement.
Well, how the hell would I know? If I want to see a man in pantyhose, I don't have to go out and buy a magazine.
Who could that be at this hour?
I'll see.
Hi, Mama.
Oh, Rebecca, am I glad to see you, honey? I'm so sorry
Mama,
about what I said.
Don't apologize. You were right.
What?
All the way there.
In a mask and a cape that you met at a shopping mall? Pretty strange.
Boy, I'll say. She doesn't even know what kind of car he drives.
Just bring it to the book signing, okay?
Well, bye, darling.
Mwah.
See you then.
Did Charmaine leave already?
Oh, Rose, honey, what am I gonna do? After all these years of jealousy and malice, we finally have a chance to be friends, but now I've got to read her book. Why, if it's a piece of junk, I'll have to tell her, and that'll just...
If you don't mind, Al, I'd like to write that one down.
Won't you sit down?
I'd like to ask you about your next-door neighbors, the McDowells.
They're not who you think they are.
You mean we invited the wrong people to dinner?
In a manner of speaking, you see, your next-door neighbor...
Oh, I bought those big illustrated storybooks all the time.
And I bet your kids loved them.
No, they had their own books.
Ma, you've been in there for 20 minutes. Now, what are you doing?
Well, it's really a shame. Oh, it is. It really is. You know what's also a shame?
What?
When you sit down and your thighs squish out to twice their size, that's a shame. Oh, I am just so excited about doing this. Mink reading is such a great idea.
You know, I didn't think you'd like it.
Why?
Dorothy, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to leave today.
Oh, because of Blanche?
No,
Honey,
it has
believe me.
nothing to do with Blanche. You know, something unexpected has come up.
What, back home? Is it serious?
It's not back home, but it is serious.
Remus. Give me the ring and I'll tell the Pope to give you a blessing too.
Ma, Blanche is telling a story.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was 19.
Fine. He might have a blessing that gets men.
Ma!
Yeah, I thought she was...
Shut up, Rose.
I'm Yvonne, and this is it. Woo! 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 Okay, everybody, let's warm up. Woo! And stretch. Legs wider.
Ended. Rose, how about that guy you dated last summer? Don't you remember? The one who played Goofy at Disney World?
I remember the passion, yes.
Do you remember why it didn't work out?
It just didn't.
Right, but why not?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, Rose, honey, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Again.
I told you when he calls, take the message and throw it out. I'm back to my old self. Blanche Devereaux has returned.
Oh, boy. Strike up the gland.
How rude. You think she'd feel sorry for me?
To tell you the truth, I don't feel sorry for you either.
She has to see what a real date is like.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Petrillo. She's just not my type.
I see. How about Mr. Hamilton? Is he your type?
What time should I pick her up?
7:30 and buy her something pretty.
Okay, but if you want me to kiss her goodnight, it's gonna cost you extra.
Excuse me. Did a white man and a wrinkled old black woman just come in here?
She meant a regal black woman and a scuzzy little white boy.
Mom. Toshiro, can I make a confession? You bring out the beast in me. I know, you look at me, you think there's a chick who gets around. But that's not true. Until I met you, I didn't even know I still had those feelings. You made me realize there's a lot of wisdom in what the Sicilian...
Send them to you. Now, you two be on your way. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Wonderful. He just dropped me.
Blanche, come on. You had no interest in Sven.
Well, that's not the...
Of course I'm right. You think I got this old by being stupid?
You know, you're the greatest mother in the world.
Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I was mad the day my parents brought him back from the hospital. I thought he'd take their love away from me, and instead their love expanded and we felt more like a family. I was mad at him when I was 10 and he was 4, and...
Blanche's miracle beauty treatment is made already. Honey, you will be transformed into a totally new woman. Okay, you ready? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my God, I look horrible. Oh, Dorothy, it's you.
Oh, no. Dorothy. Oh.
He asked me to say goodbye.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Boy, I could sure use a family hug right now.
Oh, darling. Oh, honey. Dorothy, you've had a rough day. I'll tell you what. You go on and get into bed, and I'll bring you a nice cup of hot chocolate.
As he spun her around, her dress ripping open. You know how many times I've experienced that?
Your loins have been on fire?
Yes.
That could be an appetizer.
Well, this is good. This is all food that would have spoiled.
Boy. I am so glad that my date with Barry is tomorrow. The fat won't have time to show.
It won't?
No, it always takes a few days before it shows.
Where does it go in the meantime? How you feeling?
She's going to be just fine, only this time she's going to follow the doctor's orders.
What about you, Dorothy? You must be exhausted being here by yourself all
No,
night.
I wasn't alone. Stan came by and stayed with me, brought me food, held me, showed me that special part of himself.
Right there in the waiting room?
I thought you lost it at a pancake breakfast.
Well, those don't count. I mean, they did at the time, but this is the definitive where I lost my virginity story.
It's really nice of you to share something so personal with us, Blanche. In a bayou. You meant for me.
I called every guy I know, and they all came up with the same lame excuse.
What?
I don't want to go.
Good morning. Dorothy, do you have a date yet?
I don't want to go.
Dorothy, I'll get you a date. You can borrow one of my extras. Girls, we don't want to be over-eager.
No, let's be very cool and laid back. We don't want to do anything to heat up the bidding.
Who will open the bidding at 5,000?
5,000. One of us at a time.
I have 5,000. Do I have 6,000? 6. Who'll give me...
To you and not to me? I'm the one who's been working there for 5 years. I'm the one who's been wearing low-cut blouses and picking up pencils off the floor. I'm the one he always gropes at the annual Christmas party.
And they picked Sandra Day O'Connor over you?
Well, I'm not taking this sitting down, Dorothy. But secretly, I was hoping for Alabama. Going to Notre Dame would put such a wrench in our relationship with all those priests skulking about the campus. Anyway, one night he told me he'd finally made his decision that he was going to enroll at the little junior college just 5 miles.
It's not for me to say. But I'll tell you a story. Picture it. Miami, 1987, a house. The only one in the neighborhood without a pool. But I digress. 4 women friends. They laugh, they cry, they eat.
He is not sure how I feel. He wants me to make the first move.
Oh, gee, I hadn't counted on this. She makes good sense.
I want to thank you for helping me think this through. You know, up until now, I honestly had a few doubts, but after talking to you, I know exactly...
Let's give her a big hand.
Honey, I'm so sorry.
Dorothy, I'd like you to meet Irving Capella. He's the one who did the ice sculptures. Aren't they nice?
75% off.
Irving would very...
About Aunt Jean and Charles Boyer.
Oh, well, you know your Aunt Jean. She was always 2 steps away from the gutter. Anyway, one summer she decided to...
We can start by ruling out the obvious. Does Sophia have any friends who are, or ever have been, circus fire eaters?
No.
Would she like to meet some?
Dorothy, don't you worry. Now, we'll get to the bottom of this. Lord knows we've worked our way out of tight spots before.
Oh, come on. Now, Blanche, you're behaving just as crazy as we are. It's just a coincidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure your seat belts are securely fastened in preparation for the takeoff. And if anyone found a big bolt, please return it to me. It came off the bed.
Well, nothing. He didn't send a letter.
Well, that is unbelievable. I wrote him 2 days earlier. I did the dumbest thing. I walked out of this house and completely forgot it's a full moon. Under those conditions, a Sunshine Cadet Master must wear full headdress. Here I come, girl.
Time.
Is it just me, or did anybody else notice the buns on that priest?
Rose, honey, take it easy. Breathe deeply. It'll be all right.
Don't worry, honey. Nothing to worry about. We're here both to know that I don't enjoy failing anybody, especially this kid. but he's lazy. In his book report on A Tale of Two Cities, he said he liked them both, but he really prefers Minneapolis, because that's where Prince is from.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, hi, honey.
Yes, you twit. My husband, who abandoned me 9 years ago and shows up now just to tell me he couldn't stand being married to me.
Blanche. Excuse me, I've had some experience in marital discord myself.
Rose, in my opinion, it is time to say bye-bye to Mr. Longfellow and Elvis. I mean, what's the use of having a garage sale if we can't part with anything?
How much for this hockey stick?
$1,100.
I don't know how to thank you all for helping me with this test.
Pay us.
Ma. It's our pleasure, Rose.
Okay, what we have to do is try these different hair removal products.
If you knew now what I knew then, so what?
If you've got something to say, spit it out, Weinstock.
Don't push me or I will.
There, I pushed. Too bad you were on a flight of stairs.
Ma, you're creating a scene. Look, that was a long time ago. Forget about it.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad we're friends again.
Oh, honey, of course we are.
By the way, I have never asked you what it is you all have.
Oh, we're not sure. All we know is it makes your skin blotchy and your eyes puffy and your cheeks swollen and you get heart palpitations.
All good thing for those palpitations, otherwise.
Good night.
Ma, I am not gay. I just wanted to get your reaction.
I'll tell you the truth, Dorothy. If one of my kids was gay, I wouldn't love him one bit less. I would wish him all the happiness in the world.
It's because you're the greatest mother in the world.
Boy, that man.
Picture a man 20 pounds lighter, long, wavy hair, rippling muscles.
I can't believe Stan ever looked like that.
He didn't. What, do you think if I ever met a man who looked like that, I would have married Stan?
Maybe we shouldn't be so tough on the guy. This brochure actually looks interesting once you get past the picture.
This money that you forgot to give to the IRS, what did you do with it?
I can't remember what I did with every penny. I know I gave some of it to charity.
Charitable deductions, Blanche, that's great. What was it, United Fund, Greenpeace, you remember it?
In 1985, I bought the We Are the World album.
Great American.
I woke you up, didn't I? And I better have a good reason. Well,
Honey, are you all right?
I'll be fine. Is this about Arnie?
No, Blanche. She's upset because they keep changing the taste of Coke. Hi, Ma.
Dorothy, how do you make your voice do that?
Here, honey, I picked up your new glasses.
Oh, thank God. Now I can see. Oh, wait a minute. These are no good.
What, are they the wrong prescription?
No, the wrong frames. I specifically asked for old lady smoke.
this problem has to do with Holly.
Her hair's not the color of a Twinkie.
Holly has done something terrible, Blanche, and I think you ought to know
Listen,
about
darling, whatever it is, I'm really not interested.
What?
Oh, Rose, Blanche and I have been talking about this. There is a problem, all right, but it's not between...
Honey, is something the matter?
I just got back from having my teeth worked on.
Oh, what was it, a wisdom tooth?
My dentist touched me. I think he felt my breast.
Oh, Clayton!
Blanche!
Oh, you're still the handsomest man I know.
And you're still the prettiest thing I ever did see.
Oh.
Now I know why they call it the Deep South.
You remember everybody?
Oh, ladies, it is so good to see you again.
Good to see you.
All right.
How much time we've wasted.
The only time you're wasting is the time that you and Marvin should be spending together.
You don't know what you're talking about. This is what Marvin wants.
No, it isn't. Dorothy's right.
What?
I never wanted this. I only went along because it meant so much to you.
Well, I only...
Oh, outside on the lanai.
Yes, here we are. We're probably going to sit in these chairs. Rose, why did we do that?
Did it seem odd to you?
Well, yes, a little. But hey, you're the birthday girl.
I think I got one.
Where?
Past the lifeguard stand.
Bald guy about 20 yards out?
Yeah? Yeah, watch his face. Huh? Am I right?
Not the only ones who live here. Dorothy has to say it's okay, too.
Oh, thanks, Blanche.
But if he lifts his leg in this house, I'm rubbing your nose in it.
That seems fair. Bye, Annie Blanche. Bye, Annie Sophia. Come on, honey.
I don't know how she gets away with it. If she was my age, she'd be locked up.
It's 4.5 years, so that makes it closer to 35%. You know what? The last thing my mother said to me was that she wanted me to keep my feet on the floor.
My mother wanted me to be a priest.
I guess it's a bad day for mothers. Daughter.
Oh, I'm very proud of the job you're doing, Dorothy.
Hello. Just a minute. Mr. Allen on the phone.
Oh! Well, I wonder what he wants. He's never called me at home before.
And he's not calling you now either. It's for Dorothy.
Sick.
I think so, too. I really do. But nobody believes me.
Doctors don't know everything, Dorothy.
You're right.
I mean, they think they do, but they don't.
You're right.
I mean, after all, Dr. Seuss was a doctor, too.
It's St. Valentine's Day, after all. You can pour both of them. I'm not expecting anybody.
It is St. Valentine's Day, lady, not St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, I'm not going to drink them both. I'm just celebrating. My husband proposed to me in this very bar on St. Valentine's Day. And after that, we sort of made it a tradition and came back every year. So, since he passed away... You think maybe you could hold on to something else for a while, honey?
Oh, of course, honey. I'm sorry.
Meant like the armrest.
Look, girls, I found this big bolt in the aisle. What do you think?
Oh, thank you.
We're so very, very proud of you.
And Dorothy tells us your friend Barbara Thomas was very proud of you, too.
Yes?
Dorothy Zbornak?
Yes?
My name is Bert Nesbitt. I'm looking for Mario Sanchez. The school's...
Get it. Her mind is made up. If she said it once, she has said it 100 times.
I'm staying. Good night.
Come back. What do you mean you're staying?
What's the problem? You already rented my room?
What changed your mind?
I just got off the phone with Phil.
Slowly. You have to watch very closely.
Blanche, are you going to marry Harry?
Marry Harry, marry Harry.
A little rhyme.
Knock it off, are you?
Yes, next week.
Hasn't even gotten there yet. Look, all you got is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Straight, mark it down.
All right, Dorothy, you go get him, darling. Go get him good.
Nothing to it. As I told you before, all we have to do to win is just...
I just love watching you two kids kiss. It's so beautiful to see. He loves you, pussycat, he loves you. Listen, Luke, I want you to know, I don't feel like I'm losing a daughter. I feel like I'm gaining a sucker. Son. Son, where did
Bill, he was talking to you, right?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Darlings, this is Bill. Well, I guess Bill and I should be going.
I thought we should go back to that same place where we fell in love, Blanche.
Yes, that's great. That'd be wonderful. Yes, we'll go right back to there.
You want
want color, talk to Lena Horne.
Here we are, Sophia. Homemade chicken soup. I used to make it for my husband when he wasn't feeling well.
Did you make it for him the last time he wasn't feeling well?
Oh, hello, everyone. Oh, I just happened upon the most divine dress sale. I would have called you.
Like you've had too much wine. That's amore.
Oh, Ma, that's lovely.
What?
You're singing.
That was me? I was going to ask you to turn off the radio.
Ladies, I have very bad news. I must shorten my stay, Dorothy. In fact, I'm...
Steele, we thank you so much. Okay, what do you think now? Don't hold back. I can take the criticism.
Depressed. Maybe it didn't. Under her money on bad investments.
It's true, I did it. I guess you two don't know me as well as you think you do. Good morning, Sophia. What are you doing?
I'm levitating, Rose. Get lost. Come back here. You didn't deserve that. You're a good kid.
I'm going to rub out Melvin's little friend, Mookie the Sailor.
You wouldn't.
Try me.
Oh, no, please, Blanche, I'll do anything you say.
Thought you'd see it my way.
Oh, Papa's...
Hello? You want to talk to who? Dorothy. Sorry, you must have dialed the wrong number.
Blanche, what do you mean, wrong number?
Oh, it was a man, so I just assumed.
Hello? Yes, this is she. Oh, Blanche, that's not what concerns us.
It's not?
We're concerned about losing you.
Oh, right.
Well, I don't want to lose you either. Wait a minute, I have a wonderful idea. Why don't out? If you don't absolutely love it, I'll take it back.
Well,
no questions asked.
What the heck? You only live once. Might as well be daring.
Rose, it's a used car. It's not a seat on a space shuttle.
Hello. Blanche, I need you to give me a manicure. Rose, I need you to lend...
गोऱ्या अंगाला तुझ्या ग लागली पिवळी हळद सोन्याची गोऱ्या अंगाला तुझ्या ग लागली पिवळी हळद सोन्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख पांडुरंग वरम्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख शारदा वरमाईची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख पांडुरंग वरम्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख शारदा वरमाईची आलेल्या पाहुण्यांचा मानपान केलाय मधुकर या आजोबानी सारे गावाला अवतान केलाय मालता या आजीबाईनी देती अवतान सारे गावाला हळद लाडक्या नातीची देती अवतान सारे गावाला हळद लाडक्या नातीची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख पांडुरंग वरम्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख शारदा वरमाईची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख पांडुरंग वरम्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी दिनेश हुकमली नाचतोय ग आज ताईचे गो हल्दीला ताईचे गो हल्दीला आज ताईचे गो हल्दीला समीर हुकमली धमाल करतोय मित्रांना घेऊन संगतीला मित्रांना घेऊन संगतीला मित्रांना घेऊन संगतीला मामा माम्या आत्या मावशा जमल्या शोभा वाढली मांडवाची मामा माम्या आत्या मावशा जमल्या शोभा वाढली मांडवाची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख पांडुरंग वरम्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख शारदा वरमाईची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख पांडुरंग वरम्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख शारदा वरमाईची युवराज दीपक निखिल करण गोडभर विती गोताईला गोडभर विती गोताईला गोडभर विती गोताईला कोमल निकिता करवल्या गो धावपल करी ती मांडवाला धावपल करी ती मांडवाला धावपल करी ती मांडवाला आहे कोरावले गावाची हळद या गो हुकमली घराची आहे कोरावले गावाची हळद या गो हुकमली घराची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख पांडुरंग वरम्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख शारदा वरमाईची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख पांडुरंग वरम्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख शारदा वरमाईची गोऱ्या अंगाला तुझ्या ग लागली पिवळी हळद सोन्याची गोऱ्या अंगाला तुझ्या ग लागली पिवळी हळद सोन्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख पांडुरंग वरम्याची झाली करुणा गोनावरी लेख शारदा